Hey everyone, this your girl Pam. Welcome to Tappers Creek Homestead and more. Welcome to the channel. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share this video out to let everybody know that your girl is alive. You're seeing me without my glasses. That's because I'm cleaning them. And I want to make sure I can see through them because of what I plan on doing. But anywho, I appreciate you guys coming in. Let's chill. It's a Friday. Like literally. It's Friday. So, guys, I got a question. Supposed to be going to a function in the morning, and I'm wondering if my hair is okay for that function. Hey, Mike, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Hey Shantae, welcome in, sis. Appreciate you. All of you all that's in the bushes. Don't be afraid to come out and join us. It's Friday. Let's chill. Let's have some fun. Let your hair down, let loose. Get your chat on, get your drink on if you got something to drink. When I get through, give me something to drink, please. Give my juice that was over there. Shantae, Wanda, Mike, welcome in. What did y'all have for dinner? Like I had a bowl of cereal, so I'm not gonna even lie. That was the only thing I had an appetite for. So I'm not gonna even say that I wanted anything to eat. Give me another juice. Do 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 do. So I'm back at home. Mike said he had a PB and J. Sylvia, how you doing? Did y'all get any of that rain and stuff from the hurricane? We've been getting rain all day here in Indiana. Shantae said she had mac and cheese. As you can tell, I got to take a pill, so it's high cholesterol pill. I only take them at night. That's what the prescription says to take them at night. My mom says she takes hers in the daytime. I made California burritos. I bet that sound good, Sylvia. What's up inside of them? Hey, Joshua, how are you? Are you okay? Okay, thank you for joining me. How you doing on this Friday evening? So, like, this ain't good, but it's called passion fruit. I've been hanging around Monitor Miss McKenzie today. Wasn't ready. Hey, Laura. Hey, Chris. How everybody doing? Meat and cheese, everything else on the outside. Okay, can you stop it? So, in case y'all didn't know, I've been working on a sign. So, I got two more letters to do. And then I can start on the rest of the part. But by me being on live and talking to you guys and enjoying the conversation, it's helping me get this project done even quicker. But when you work on PC, which is plastic canvases, some of the pieces can get really big. I don't know if you guys ever saw those looming stands, like you have a loom, like you getting ready to loom. I could you buy me one of those to attach it to make it easier for me to do it. That's just like when I get ready to do big projects. But since this is not very big, it's big enough, but it's not very big, so I can kind of manage that. Yeah. So, what is everybody doing tonight, or how was everybody night? Did it rain? What was y'all temperature? Did y'all get any planting or harvesting done? Did anybody do any canning? Like, hey, Laura. So I was sitting here debating. Hey, don't that hurt the hives? I was sitting here debating whether I was gonna go live tonight, but I said, I be feeling bad when I be tired. I be wanting to get up and go live, but my body be like, girl, you need to take a nap. And sometimes that nap just tend to just go for a long time. I forgot, guys. Make sure you get the thumbs out. Let me give you your fireworks. Give the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. Share this video out. Like it's not gonna do it really. The thumb. There you go. Now let me see if I can do the balloons. Like my fingers is so flicky. It's not gonna do it tonight. I guess. I guess it's not gonna do it. Oh, there you go. So I'm getting the hang of it now using this iPhone. Um, Rain most of the day, like winds. Everything's okay on my end. Okay, Laura, you didn't lose power, did you? Because I know my mom and aunt said that a lot of people in Georgia lost power, and but they said they were good on their end. So I'm grateful for that. No, my mom is in Loganville, my aunt is in Covington. So I don't know what areas you guys are in, but yeah, Georgia's Georgia. Work today, and it was drizzling when I got off of work. Okay, Wanda. Hey, my urban garden, welcome in, fam, welcome in. Hey, Zeta Rose, welcome in. Remodeling my garden, field two raised beds. Weather was a perfect here. Awesome, Sylvia. At least you got some work done out there in the garden. Man, I'm like literally ready to start doing what you guys are doing. Like get out there on that land and get to working and building things and just learning from you guys and incorporating what I learned from y'all. I just really can't wait. I'm like seriously excited. Please keep Georgia Peach in your prayers. Her garden flooded, no power out. Oh, okay. We most definitely will keep Miss Georgia Peach in our prayers. Um, Everybody's speaking. I'm so ready for fall crops. I'm just waiting on the fall, my urban garden, because I like looking at the fall colors. Like it's already fall here. The first day of fall here was September the 22nd. So just to be going out driving around, I'm literally waiting on the trees and the colors to start coming in because the fall weather, the colors, oh my gosh, it's just like a painting, especially if you go to the countryside. Like if you go to the countryside looking at the fall leaves and changing of the weather, oh my goodness. I'm sitting at the table dropping seeds. Oh, Miss Alice, give me that plate over there, McKenzie. Up there with the seeds. Miss Alice, they have complete, I think anybody ever grow coming? I don't know. Have anybody ever grown coming? Look, they are completely almost dried, Miss Alice. So I'm gonna leave them out for another week or so before I put them in. These are my silver Yamata watermelon seeds that I saved. I got a lot from that one, but I lost a few. So hey, I'm grateful that I got these, like literally. And what a container at Mackenzie. That seed container. Give me that. Behind you. We don't get the real fall here in Central Tech. Oh wow. Here. So Miss Alice gave me this little contraption, which was pretty neat. It's like a seed saver. And comes with the little labels that you can write whatever the seed is, and it comes with these little things to drop your seeds in. So, but Miss Alice, mine's missing one. Miss Alice, I'm missing one. But I was grateful that she gave me this. So once those seeds dry, I can just drop them in this little container, like in these containers, and then I can just label them. And I can have me some silver Yamata watermelon. I mean, that silver Yamata is off the chain. What's up, Teasy? What's up? How you doing, sisters? Everything okay on your end? Um, Well, did I miss anybody? No, I heard the harvest laughing. So, guys, Miss Alex, is it still raining over there? Girl, you're wasting stuff. Is it still raining over there? Don't you put that in there. I'm putting it in there. I'll put it. I just been having an interesting day today. All I could say is Mackenzie is 10 years old. She won't be 11 until February, which she wants a tractor. We gonna start her out with a four-wheeler and a wagon, but Mackenzie became a woman today. And I'm like, here we go. At 10 years old, I'm like, OMG. I got home today, and that was the first thing she told me. And I was like, oh, I hadn't had to deal with that in a long time. Okay. My urban garden is talking to Miss Alice. Miss Alice gave me some peppers the other day, which had a little kick to them, and I like them. Where did she get that from? That's neat. I need that to save my season. Miss Alice, I don't Miss Alice, Laura's asking where did you get this little thing right here from? Because she said that she might need some of them to need one to get her seeds from. So if you could let her know where you purchased it from, maybe she can search it. Yes, I had to bring in some plants and kept blowing them over. Wow. Yeah, it's been raining. Sylvia said, I am a February baby too. Yes, Sylvia. Yes. Tigger said, yes, I only had 5 trees down, but I have since put them back up. I was up all night. I'm trying not to pass out. I feel you. Tiggs, I feel you. Y'all know where a stove. Y'all know where a stove. What, Miss Alice? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And I appreciate you all tuning in. 10. Dang, that's yes. I was like, wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Too many hormones and foods and plastic mic, right? Cause I was like, I wasn't expecting that today, but hey, it is what it is. Miss Laura, she said she got it from Amazon. She got it from Amazon. So if any guys looking for seed savers, this right here has like, well, it's supposed to have. Wait a minute, shoot, I can't see. Like literally, it's clear, and I'm looking at the box, and I can't see that. See what it's supposed to have in there. It's supposed to come with 64, but I got 63. So I like these, and I'm just grateful Miss Alice gave them to me. Miss Alice is a sweetheart, guys. If y'all not subscribed to her channel, please go over there and check out Don't Hurt the Harvest. She's such a blessing. She's just such a blessing. She said, come and wait a minute. Mike, you are so right. Okay. I need about 10 of those. See if y'all, when I get down there to that lane, I'm going to order me some more. I'm going to need a lot because I'm trying to say every seed that I grow. Like literally, I don't want to grow stuff and not save the seed from it. You know. It came in a 2-pack. Yes, it's a space saver. I needed one. um, I got 18 seed cases. Mike, we know you do. We know you do. You the man, Mike. You are the man. Would you consider Summit tractors or Kubota? Yarmon or Mindra are on the come up too. It used to be only case and deer. But now homesteaders have a choice. My urban guard, I don't know anything about the tractors. I know this 10-year-old told me she want a green and black tractor. She 10. She want a tractor. So I told her we gonna start her off with a four-wheel and a wagon. Eventually, you'll get a tractor. I just received seeds today. What kind of seeds did you get, Cynthia? Like, I'm waiting on my Baker's Creek book, the new one. Their catalog book is so beautiful. Like, the pictures and the colorful. When you look at Baker's Creek catalog, you literally just want to buy everything that you see in that book because they make that catalog look so gorgeous. And I don't know how many of you all order from Baker Creeks. If you have a interest in buying some seeds, just check them out. Their catalog is amazing to me, like literally. I just, how is everyone tonight? Tigsy, I'm doing great. I'm at home spending some time with the little lady since she done came a little lady, which is weird for me to say. Oh my God. Cereal, what kind of say? I'm like, yeah, paprika, cumin, and gooseberry. Okay, so we can grow our own cumin. What is gooseberry? Never heard of gooseberry. Like literally never heard of that one. But I don't know. Do I have did I share it on did I screenshot it on this phone or did I wonder did I screenshot it on this phone? So let's see if I did. Okay, I did. I screenshot it on this phone. So have any of y'all grew? I know people grow hibiscus sorrel, parsley, and what is wormwood? Do any of y'all grow wormwood? Narrow leaf plankton, prickly comfrey, goldenrod, and New England aster. It's like this right here, guys. Like those are all the herbs that I just named. So do any of y'all grow any of? I know some of you grow hibiscus, but what about wormwood, narrow leaf plankton, prickly comfrey, goldenrod, and then New England aster? I don't know what New England aster is, but it's I'm learning. So um I need some more carrot seeds, rutabaga coming up. My broccoli got man, my urban garden. I just asked Miss Alice, do she grow rutabaga? She said she ain't never had a rutabaga. I want some rutabagas. I love rutabagas. Rutabagas and cornbread. I could just eat that all day. Like seriously, that could be just my dinner, just the rutabagas and cornbread. They are really big ground cherries. Okay. Um, Sylvia, are you planting cumin now? I think I have all those seeds. Okay, I've grown sorrel and mullein, and then aster a flower. Okay, so it's a flower. Like I was literally curious to know what it was, cause like I don't know. Um, I don't know if y'all can see this. Like they had a book, and then they had some cards. Like y'all see those book? Can y'all see them little books on the side of this hibiscus or sorrow, whichever one it is? But can y'all see that? So she just bought them two books right there. One is like a deck of card like type stuff for foraging. Um, Teaser said, I think I have all those seeds. I'm okay. I'm right here. It says they take 120 days, so I might have to wait till spring. I want to grow all the spices I can use. Sylvia, you can't grow them inside like in a hydroponic. Gooseberry is perennial. but it's too hard here in Texas because it likes cooler, wetter soil than we have. I do have some Nankin cherries. Okay, Nankin cherry. Like y'all coming up, y'all saying names. I'm like, man, you know what? When I was growing up, I only heard one thing: cherry. I didn't know it had all. I didn't know it was so many different cherries. That was the same with the tomatoes. One thing, red or green. Cucumbers, that was it, just a cucumber. Like eggplant, just the eggplant. Not knowing that it was so many varieties, I'm like, man, girl, what world was I living in? I was seriously living in a bubble. Tampa was living in a bubble. Like, really, girl. So I'm blessed. I am literally blessed to have you guys as teachers, because to be honest, that's what you are to me. Teachers now, because you know more things than I could have imagined, even think about getting. Hey, Miss Shirley. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please smash that thumbs up, guys. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's giving y'all fireworks for participating and being in the background and listening. Tigsy said, I didn't think you could just plant them in the fall. I have a ton of cumin seeds. Okay. I'm going to try them here in Mississippi in the shade. Miss Shirley, thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing and how that grandbaby doing? Everybody's speaking. I should be able to start them now. We don't really have a winter, just cool and wet. Oh, okay, Sylvia. That's with the cumin, right? And how are the Nankin cherries? I almost bought a plant. Like I need to literally write that. I either need to take a picture of that, like write that down, because I'm not gonna remember that. But like anything that sparks my interest or anything that I'm like curious about, I most definitely have to make a mental note or write it down, because your girl got sometimes she remember, sometimes she don't. Um, okay, my urban garden said wormwood is good to dry and mix with Epsom salt and take a bath in it. Oh, that's interesting. Cause I have not sat down in nobody's tub in over 4 years. I've always taken a shower. Because at the house that I had, the tub looked like it was Mackenzie's size. And I was like, man, if I get down in that tub, I'm not gonna be able to get back up. So I was like, dang, I miss taking a bath, like sitting down and soak. And I most definitely want a soaking tub. Wherever I get to put on that property, I most definitely want a soaking tub, because your girl wants to soak. No, the gooseberry. Okay. You may be able to grow them in Mississippi at CBI. Yeah, see? Teachers. I mean, literally, y'all rock. All of y'all rock. You know, everybody's their own individual and everybody brings a lot to the table. So, guys, I just really want to say thank y'all for being who you are. You know, I love listening to you all talk about your gardens and showing your garden tours and stuff. And it actually brings me joy to see that type of stuff. So, and I know Miss Shirley been growing her garden for I don't know how long. Teasy is experienced and Sylvia. Oh my God. Y'all are just some beautiful souls. So guys, thank you for being who you are. If anybody wants to come up here and join me, I did drop the link, but if you want me to, I can drop it again. I most definitely can. I was supposed to be stitching while I was talking to y'all. I was supposed to be stitching the W and the E. So I at least get the latter part together. And so in case y'all didn't see what I'm making, it's gonna be this. but it's gonna be some color changes because I'm not gonna make it exactly that color. I really don't like blue like that, but my next project that I'm gonna make after I come do this one is gonna be this one. So, and it says be grateful. So that's the next project I will be working on. I think I'm doing this because it does help calm my mind and my mind focus on what I'm doing, you know. Because if you don't pay attention to when you stitching, it's easy to make a mistake and you can have to take it down in order for you to have it right. Because one mistake will lead to the whole thing looking weird or off. Urban is talking to Teasy, and Miss Shirley is speaking. Sylvia said those are nice. Yeah, I've been doing this over 20 years. I started out at Job Corps. And in Job Corps we do little arts and crafts and stuff. And they was teaching us how to make bracelets and little name key change. But I wasn't as good like making the back. This is the back and this is the front. I wasn't good at making the back look neat, like as neat as I possibly can. But give me that box over there with the other um this one. I wasn't good at this one. I wasn't good at making the back till I met Miss Barbara. It was an older lady that stayed across the street, well, stayed in an apartment across from me. And she was doing the same thing, and she was very advanced in doing it. So one day I just asked her because she was showing me her backs, and her backs looked it so good, like when you're doing plastic canvases, like hold on, okay, like I got this one and I got this one. Like these are the fronts. But when you turn it around, this is the back. So when you making plastic canvases, you have to make them as neat as possible. Especially if you're trying to sell them. Say this is the back, but this is the front. So you have to make them as neat as possible. And if you don't, you can't sell nothing like that. So these are mine because I had participated in a 52 block challenge, and I'm still working on that. I had stopped doing it when my son-in-law got sick, and I had the lady knew what was going on with me, so she just told me whenever I get a chance to submit my other blocks that I can. Carmen, thank you. Everybody's speaking. So those of you all that hadn't put down what y'all cooked for dinner, do so I can get me at least a pretend plate since I can't eat that much. But yeah. Um, yeah. So yeah, my kids are wanting me to show y'all this one. Now, you see, move back. I put them together. Give me this and put that up. Put it up. When you put four of these together, and then you put a top, and the top has a hole in it, it actually becomes a tissue box cover. So that's what these blocks are for. Like if I put three more pounders together and create a box and put the top on it, and it'll sit on the regular size tissue boxes that like the Kleenex box. This right here is the actual Kleenex box. This right here would be the cover to go on it. And then you can have a decorative and just your tissue box. Put that up, please. Thank you. And put them blocks up and don't get them dirty. Hey Nikki, what's up? Hey. Is my Renaissance grandma in here? Oh, hey, my Renaissance. How you doing? It's been a long time. Yep, how's everybody doing on this? Right, well, here it's raining, so you could call it a rainy Saturday, Friday night here. Hey, my urban, how you doing?
Good.
First time coming up, huh?
Yeah, I usually am watching you, sneaking to watch you at work. I'm
I
usually sneaking to
know.
watch you at work, so
Well,
now I
I
get a chance to see you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, how long you been gardening?
Wow. I don't remember not gardening. Um, I don't know. I remember like even when I was really little, when we had house plants, because I'm from New York originally. Like we had
Okay.
house plants, and I remember my dad having us run them outside when it was raining outside to put them on the deck or on the patio. So I don't ever remember not having plants or a garden really. Maybe probably of course when I was in the army, but other than that, I think I've always had plants or a garden or something.
Okay. So, like, do you have like a backyard garden or a container garden, or how do you garden? What is your forte? What do you normally do?
Well, I'm here in Texas and we're on like about an acre.
Okay.
And so I do have a really big garden, but this is the first time I've ever like really been like growing in ground, had a lot of raised beds. Cause I was always growing in like containers or buckets or had like a hydroponic system, or like a countertop, window gardens and things like that. So this is my first time, like for the past 4 years, this is my first time really growing in like having a lot of space where I'm able like
Okay.
to plant trees and to have like a lot more perennial plants, things like that.
Okay. So, do you do any preserving of your fruits and vegetables that you grow, or how do you know? You don't
Right.
have to tell everything, just bits, you know.
Yeah, I do because I have like a little channel where I've like pickled a couple peppers and
Okay.
canned some jam. And I'll make recipes with the stuff I have from my garden. Um, but now I'm taking like more classes and stuff, like to learn how to like process chickens and with being a veteran, if you have like a garden or like a farmstead type thing, there are people who will help you with the infrastructure and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one thing that we're going to be getting into because we fenced off part of the backyard to grow, and then we have another part where we have like grapevines and a couple of fruit trees.
Okay. So you're learning to dispatch chickens. That's what I call them.
Yeah,
Dispatching a chicken. So are
right,
you gonna use the because I don't like getting into the graphics. So are you gonna do the cone method where you put the
right.
orange top,
So
so you're learning to do that?
in the what you can do here in Texas, you get a farm share where you would give a farmer a deposit, and then when the fruit or the vegetables or the animal becomes ready, you can help with the with it. So that's what we did. So it was me and my daughter, and my daughter, she did the dispatching part, and I did the evisceration part because
Okay.
that's something I could do. Like, because back in New York City, not now, but back in New York in the day, you could go to a butcher shop and buy whole chickens and clean them out yourself. They would just do partial evisceration. You could do the other part yourself, and it would save you a little money. And you could cut it up yourself. Take the neck off and the feet off yourself. But so that part I was familiar with. But as far as catching them suckers and of the
That
10
you know.
chickens we bought, she did 7 of them.
Okay, because I was talking to my granddaughter. My granddaughter is 10, and I watch a lot of videos because I watched this one girl named Cassandra on Becoming a Farm Girl. She,
Yes.
yeah, she learned how to dispatch chickens with another fella, Maryland, that's near her.
Right.
And she said you literally have to put them in that traffic cone because if not, it's the old saying is correct: a chicken running with his head cut off.
Right. Exactly. Because even in that cone, you got to hold the feet because they will kick
Right.
and you could scratch your eye or scratch. So after you kind of dispatch the two veins around the neck, you got to hold those feet so it doesn't, because I mean, so because those nails are sharp.
Yes. So that's one thing I want to learn how to do, and I wanted my granddaughter to learn with me. She said, "Oh, grandma, I ain't this taking no chicken. I can go get the eggs for you, but you ain't. I'm not doing that."
Right.
So,
So they
hey
were, yeah.
GT, hey GT, how you doing? So, basically, the chickens that you got at are do you have chickens on your? I guess you could
No,
say homestead. Do you call it a
yeah.
homestead or what do you
I guess
call
I still have like an urban garden. I
it?
don't
Okay,
have, I mean, we are allowed to keep in the city limits 8 birds.
okay,
You're allowed, so legally you can keep 8. Um, and it doesn't matter which kind, but you cannot keep roosters.
really?
You cannot keep a rooster, no.
Wow.
There are some
So
people that do,
they do.
but yeah, uh, you they say in the city limits you can't have a rooster. Um,
Okay.
and my mom lives north of me in the burbs, and she says that her neighbor has a rooster, but she says that's the laziest rooster she ever seen. She said that rooster don't get up till 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
GT said there's no roosters in his city limit either, and he's in
Yeah,
in Alaska.
right. Yeah.
Mm.
If you live outside the city, they allow you. But I mean, where you're heading the Ozarks, I don't think there's a lot of laws.
Well, my property, I can have every animal. I can grow anything. I can have high tunnels and greenhouses. What I cannot have is a commercial high tunnel growing cannabis.
Right.
And I
Right.
cannot have a
Yeah.
pig farm.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So pretty much everything else is up in the air. I can like do it if I
Right.
choose so. You
Right.
know, we can have 10 hens with no roosters, but my neighbors have two roosters.
I I mean, I guess it just depends on how your neighbors are
Yeah.
because it's like if your neighbors are going to complain about the rooster, I mean, but apparently the one in my mom's neighborhood, that rooster don't get up till late. I don't know what's wrong with that rooster. It's a lazy rooster, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. Hey, Netta, how's everything down there in Florida? Are everybody's okay? Fascinated what and how you are learning urban garden.
Yeah. So now, and it depends on what state you're in. You can pay farmers a deposit, and they will. I mean, you could pay like goat farmers, sheep farmers, um, cattle ranchers. You'll pay them a deposit, and then you could take part in the processing. But a lot of cattle processors process off the ranch, but the ones who do it on the ranch, because we had gotten a pig butchered for my daughter's graduation party, and they process on the ranch. They have their own meat processing place, but
Okay.
it's way out there. It's a drive, but there are people who were willing to teach you.
I know the guy that walked with me on my property, the forester. When
Hmm.
he walked with me on my property, because he had asked a question, he said, "You know, you got a lot of deer out here." He said, "Do you
Mm,
hunt?" I said, "I don't even eat deer." He said, "It ain't nothing wrong with hunting." He said, it would be good for you to learn how to hunt.
right, right, right.
So I
I
know
mean,
Homestead of
yeah,
Rachel is there in home. I mean, Homestead of Rachel is in Arkansas, and
right,
she's taking I think a garden some type of class. But
right,
she told me to look into the gardening master class that's down there.
right. Yeah, through the ag extension,
Yeah, that's what she was telling me. So
right. As far as deer, they'll be there. Make sure you have good fencing because they can be aggressive. Like, I mean, here we can't hunt the deer in the city limits, but um, they'll come up. They'll come. I mean, they're not even afraid of people. The deer here in Austin, they're not afraid of people. They'll come right up to your window box and eat your flowers out. They will jump your fence to eat your lettuce. They're not afraid. These
wow.
city animals ain't afraid.
You know
Like,
what? I noticed that though.
hmm
Because I think I was riding down the street one day and a raccoon was sitting in the street eating. I'm blowing the horn. He's still sitting in the street eating. Like,
right,
okay,
right,
hit me if you want to. I literally went around him. That's how bold he was.
yeah. hmm
he would not. So
No.
do you have like so you can only have hens. You can't have any other livestock on your property?
Right. Well, they say 8 of any fowl. So you can have turkeys, you can probably have guineas or quail,
Okay.
chickens. Because Austin is it's a lot of hippies here. So it's hard to tell them like what to do. You know, you have a lot of but then you also have when you go to the suburbs, you have a lot of, old Texans and it's different. It's like you can definitely see there's a dichotomy. So it's like you got kind of like hippies versus like good old boys, but neither one of them like being told what to do. So
Okay. I
either
was
way, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, I mean, I think Shantae, I don't know what part of Texas you in, but is water. And I think that's where you're gonna have the advantage in Arkansas or like East Oklahoma, rather, is water because we're running out of water right here.
yeah, I noticed that, but I know when I talked to the hey Alice Pepper, welcome in. Made a I mean, wait a minute. Netta said our county coastline is complete devastation and cut told I'm glad they blessed that to live where we are. Netta, I'm
Amen.
glad y'all safe
I'm
too.
glad you are right too.
Netta, I mean, Olive said I made from scratch vegetable calzone apples for dessert and a glass of wine. Baby, you are my type of gal with that
Hmm.
glass of wine. Oh, she said she's in Dallas.
Okay, Dallas.
So I know I talked to the guy about the septic tank today, finding out, what's the process. He had just had surgery. So I was like, ooh, I didn't mean to disturb you, but I got your information from the health department that sent me my exemption letter on me getting a perk test done. So I don't have to have a perk test. They told me I could if I wanted to, but I
Hmm.
don't have to because by me having 10 acres or more, that exempts me from having a perk test. So
I
when
have
I
a
talk,
question. Would you ever do easy septic or biogas?
I don't know what either one of those is.
Ah, okay.
Cause like I'm new to all of this, sis.
Okay.
So can you explain what those two are?
Okay. So easy septic as opposed to now I'm really into science and technology, but when easy septic is as opposed to getting the cement septic tank or hooking up to the city, it is a system where you have a plastic container and then you will have like a filtering medium that will
Oh,
filter it before it hits the leach field. So it's kind of like having a very big Brita filter before it hits the tank, and then it will make sure that there is more solid waste in the tank, and then that way you're not having to get pumped as often or need a bigger tank, and it can save people a lot of money, whereas a full-on septic for certain types of properties can cost 10,000 and above. Easy septic is like 7,000 or so, 7,000 and
okay.
below.
Well, I know the type of one that I want is not going to be tied into the grid.
Right, right.
So that
So
might be what.
yeah, so as opposed to getting a big tank, you would have easy septic, and more people are permitted to do easy septic than, because with septic system you have to be like a plumber and have certain certifications, because easy septic is a little bit easier. It's like something where you can get the certification yourself and install it yourself. I mean, you'd have to have a backhoe and all of that, but
Okay.
and biogas, that's no septic at all. It
Ooh.
takes your organic material and then converts it to methane, and then the methane becomes usable for other things. So like it will go into a tank and it becomes methane, and with that methane digestion process, it will release methane that you can either use for like a hot water heater, or you can use it for like cooking gas or some kind of biofuel. And the thing, a lot of people are using it out like in the desert, Arizona, New Mexico are doing it because now it cuts down the amount of propane that they have to buy. A lot of people in the mountains use it because they don't have to dig for either septic or easy easy septic. It's just like two different ways of doing it without getting a traditional septic system or having to hook to the grid.
Okay, because my goal is not to be hooked to the grid at all because I
Hmm.
got to get a
Yeah.
well dug. I have to have a well. My goal was to get a septic and solar. I don't want to be tied into the grid at all, to
Right.
be
Right.
honest.
Of course.
If I can help it, my goal is to
Right.
be off grid. Um, DC said, no, Shantae said, I saw that report and I'm currently investigating it further for my family and what our next move is.
Right.
Easy. You typed that in the private chat.
Right. So you
Easy
can look it
septic.
up and just see if that's. I mean, because I guess the laws in every state are different.
Okay.
Um, Even you can go county by county because I mean, Shantae is in a different county than I am, and what they would allow in Travis County might not be what they'd be allowed in anything where she is in Dallas. But
Okay.
Dallas is crazy. There's more people in the Dallas metroplex than there is in the entire state of Oklahoma.
Wow.
Dallas has a lot
That's
of
the reason why
people.
I can't do text too many people.
Yeah.
I can't do Texas, I can't do Florida, I can't do California. Too many people. No,
Right,
ma'am.
right.
New York, too many people. DCB says biogas is easier to make them many think.
It's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like if you, yeah. I mean, I think it's like the science behind it. It makes a lot of sense, but it's like, are people comfortable enough, you know, to to process their own waste? Like, are you comfortable enough?
I don't have a problem with anything that's gonna save me money.
See, I'm with you, and you know what I mean. But again, you'll have to think like, there's a lot of people who don't want to think about it.
Yeah, I want to think about the pros and the cons. Is it going to
Mhm.
be environmental safe? Is it going to be easy on my wallet? If it's not going to
Mhm.
hurt me or my family, I'm all for it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
because like if you think about like even the commercial biogas system, it's like 2,000, two
Wow.
thousand dollars. That's
Wow.
as opposed to like 7 to 12 to 15,000 for septic, a full on septic. I mean, but again, that's going to depend on how comfortable people are. You know,
Happy Mac said one word outhouse.
the only thing about outhouses where you go in Arkansas, there's not that deep of a winter, so you're dealing with spiders year round.
Oh, I
That's the only
know.
reason why I wouldn't do it.
That's true. You have to set things up correctly, but it is an alternate energy, right? Too many people, right, Shantae? Too many.
Right, right.
That's the reason why I wanted to be in the country. Like literally, when I walk out there on that property, I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go.
Hmm.
I don't want to
Right.
stay. I just really didn't want to come back. But
So, is there
things.
infrastructure there to live there or now, or do you think you would get like a?
Everything is wooded. It takes stages. I gotta get trees sold. I gotta get a driveway put in. Things gonna take time to do in
Of
stages.
course, yeah. Hmm.
Especially when I work Uber and all my
Right,
money is coming from Uber. You
right.
know. Yeah, yo, women, yeah, she is 100% right. You have to look into restriction, but there are alternates to the grid.
Hmm. Have you ever contemplated getting like a park model or a destination travel trailer?
I've been looking
Because I
into
mean, they're
all
nicer
of
than a lot
that.
of houses now.
Oh, I've been looking into all of that tiny houses and everything simply because I want to get the least expensive thing to start off with until I can find my forever home. But I
Right.
also have to keep in mind Arkansas has tornadoes.
Well, if you think about it, a stick frame house ain't gonna last a tornado either.
So, Wayne girl, you said about I know. I got to know. I was sitting here looking at underground like simple storm shelters, the ones that you build down in the ground.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've been looking at that all evening, trying to find a solution for that. So,
Right. I'm seeing a
it's
lot of people are burying water tanks, like those water cisterns, and
okay.
people are building them at, or people are building them out of cinder blocks.
Really?
Cinder blocks.
Oh,
Girl, let me tell you, there was fun. You remember when they had them tornadoes this summer? This one homestead channel I was watching, he up in Oklahoma. Um, he over here living, he live in an RV while he's building his homestead, and he had all these goats, whatever. And the tornado hits. The wife, she like, I ain't staying around for this. I'm gone. So she goes into the city to stay in a brick building, like a hotel. He in this RV filming himself on YouTube and crying and whatnot. Then all of a sudden, all his goats was gone. He could not find his goats. Then all of a sudden, he get a call from the neighbor. The neighbor was like, "Hey, are you missing some goats?" And the neighbor he was like, "Yeah, I can't find none of my goats." It's like, "Yeah, your goats are here at my storm shelter." So them goats got to the storm shelter, but his food behind stayed in the RV.
why? Well,
And
you know
not
they
just
say
the
animals
neighbor's
know.
storm shelter. Them goats was like, I
Yeah,
ain't gonna do this.
animals know. They do
They
know.
do. They do.
Okay, DC said reliable alternate energy sources are out there, but you do need to get educated on them to find out what will work best for you. That's true. Because, like I said, I was talking to the guy about the septic tank, and the guy that I had called previously about putting me a driveway. I'm not going to say what I want to say on here,
Hmm.
but by me going to a town with a little over 1,100 people, 92% is Caucasian. I think the person who sent him to me didn't realize his true colors.
Mm.
So the guy that's doing the septum type that's gonna come out, he said, "Ma'am, don't worry about it. We can put you a driveway in."
Right.
He said we can put you a driveway in. If you need a well built, we gonna refer you to. Don't even stress. Don't even worry about none of that. I got you. So God
Right.
do put people in your life
That's
that's
true.
willing to help you to look beyond. So, and he said, just don't worry about it. He said, you know, you coming down because I told her, I said, I will not be back down there to January. I don't want to keep going down there 7 hours and 40 minutes just to be constant keep going down there. When I can go down there in January because that's when they doing the control burn on my property and let everybody and stay a week, take a time
Hmm.
off and stay a week and handle my business while I'm there.
Hmm.
He said,
Hmm.
"Well, call me when you make that arrangements to get down there, and we can do what we need to do." So I
Right.
was like, he said, "Don't even stress about that." So I'm like, now I know what I got to do, you know. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I got wrote down. I see the vision, but like I said, it takes money.
That's true. That's true. And
It
that's gonna come.
Yeah, Happy Mac. My grandmother had an outhouse until I was 12. I'm 52 now. We use it. Jashante, I will use an outhouse. She ain't. Mackenzie ain't going.
Right. Right.
Mackenzie has a problem with using a public restroom. You think she gonna go in an outhouse?
Hmm. Right.
No, she not doing it. Even just having natural gas compared to standard electricity. I do want one of those, what's the stove? Wood burning stoves.
Hmm.
And also the gas. Um, you know how you get your gas stove? But they
Right.
have those big propane tanks brought in to
Right.
put on your
Right. Hmm.
That's what I want for my gas.
Right.
I don't want to be tied into an electric company. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you because it
Um,
could be like, it could be like here in Texas. They just go up on the rates whenever they feel like it.
exact like here,
You can have
like
no
here.
electricity and they still will charge you.
Wow. Yeah, DC. I watched this YouTube channel called Tick. tick something. And this man built a beautiful root cellar in the ground. I'm like, literally beautiful. Don't you know I saved that? Cause I was like, this is what I need. I need this. He made it to where they could bring their food, like the root
There's
cellar
food
food,
in the
as
on the
well as a
stove, and
storm shelter.
are you gonna be all
So
right?
I'm like, yes,
I'm sure
somebody
you are.
actually got something that I like.
Mhm.
A
Mhm.
septic at a leach field where I am costs 20K. A drill well costs about 10K where I am shaking. I mean, I need to be opening up my doggone blue bunny. Cause that's a lot of money. And then I get people talking about, well, why don't you just lease out part of your property and let somebody come and live on it? Do you know what times we have right now? You talking about letting strangers come live on your
I
property?
mean, and then too, what's the likelihood that they want to rent it if it's undeveloped?
Thank you. Pluses and minuses to center block, but they can be a good constructing method. Yeah, DCBs. They talking to Shantae. Mike laugh. Smart goats. Yeah, them goats like y'all got me bump. I'm gone. They animals are smart now. That's just like how you have a dog, and
Hmm.
if a person is sick or something, the dog can sense it.
Right.
Yeah, people don't realize animals do help save some lives. I'm blessed because I have a gravity well. No need for a pump. What is a gravity well?
Mm. So maybe it's like a spring fed, like where it comes from higher, goes to lower, and then he doesn't need to pump it because it's
I know the guy told me today. I told him I eventually wanted to put a stock pond on my property, right? Eventually. And I told him I had a wet weather creek on the property. He said that's where you need to put that stock pond at.
right.
Yeah, he said that's where you need to put that stock pond at. If you use green Globler septic maintenance once a month, it dissolves paper and solids. Cheap septic maintenance, that's what I use, yet I have a leach field to the thumb. What is a leach field?
It's when the solid waste stays in the tank, but the liquid waste will leach out into the environment.
Okay. That's why they don't be wanting your septic tank near your water.
Right.
Okay. I'm all for living off grid, but plumbing is a must. Meaning being able to flush. I don't want to be afraid to lift my toilet lids. I've seen somebody have a compost toilet that
Hmm.
when you flush it, it disintegrated, like burn it.
Right. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Yeah.
So now I
Incinerator and
can do,
composting toilets flush.
yeah, I can do composting. You know what I'm saying? If it does that.
Yeah.
But I get what Netta's saying. Yeah, plumbing is a must. I need some flushing. Y'all find out all the information first, right, DCs? You have options you don't know about that are more cost effective. Yep. Oh, you may have options you don't know about that are more cost effective. Do you do bees? Do y'all have bees? Are y'all allowed to have bees?
We are, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense here in the city when you have a lot of people who have like services like Terminex or,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like if you think bees can travel, a
Yeah,
couple of kilometers, but if
they
you have a
do.
neighbor that's spraying, it makes it really complicated.
That's true. Tampa step by step. That is the only way we get to that finish. Like
But there
right
are
DCs.
off-grid toilets that flush, like biogas flushes.
Really?
It uses a tenth of a water of a regular tank, and it doesn't have like a storage tank, like a regular toilet, but
Hmm.
the water you use to wash your hands fills up the toilet, and then you pull a lever, and it will flush.
Okay. Yeah, because I've been researching composting toilets as well. Hey girl, dad, welcome in, welcome in. What did you cook? Pot belly wood stove. But I delivered to the Amish when I was driving for FedEx, and they had coal stoves that actually use real coal, not the barbecue coal, but the actual coal. And they told me that that was the best stove that ever. if I could afford it. Like if I could afford getting the actual coal stove, then that would be the best because it's efficiency and you get more out of your more out of your buck versus a wood stove. Which I thought about the wood stove because I have 17 acres of wood.
Right. And if you have the wood, why not get a wood stove? And then number two, coal. You got to realize that you're stuck cleaning that dust.
Exactly. So
So I mean, if you have the wood, do it. Like
I'm gonna
especially
do.
yeah.
It's cheaper when I can just
Hmm.
go out there and chop a tree.
Right. Or just use the down trees, the felled trees that are dead already.
That's true. That is true. Those
Then
wooden
that
stoves
saves you a
put
step for not drying it.
right. Yeah, because I know I was talking. G Hood was asking me if I had any like lawn equipment, like chainsaws and stuff like that.
Right.
So she said to start buying stuff that's on sale. If I could catch stuff on sale,
Right.
to start doing that. But my goal is to get it me on my property before I be trying to buy all that stuff. Like I literally want to try to get rid of the storage sheds that I have
Hmm.
to save money that way, and then my daughter wants us to move closer to get jobs to be closer to the land. So I
Hmm.
was like, what am I gonna do? Uber is not in that little town. Like, ain't
Right.
nobody Ubering.
Mm, true. I mean, what else do you do? I
I
mean,
only
because you
Uber.
drive.
I
So,
only do
right.
Uber. Yeah, I only
Yeah, I
do
mean, so,
Uber.
but I'm saying like you have a skill, like a skill set, so you can drive.
Yeah,
So,
I can
what else
drive.
are they delivering? Like, what else are they doing with logistics? Is there like warehouse logistics? Is there like,
I mean,
you know,
I could probably find. But the only thing
like,
about it is, I don't want to go back to FedEx because the time I worked for FedEx, I worked 2.5 years,
right?
and I got injured so much. I'm getting too old to do that.
No,
Like
I
for
get
real.
you. I get you. Like, but
Yeah,
at the yeah, I see your daughter's point too.
yeah,
Like, and I also see the point of the person who's saying to buy things because if you turn out you need something and you're that far away, it could almost cost you more because you have to pay for what's there, right? You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Like you won't have a chance to comparison shop.
That's true. I know one of my Uber passengers. I picked them up because their truck broke down, and they work for a tree company.
Hmm.
And I was asking them what would be good chainsaws to get with bid on that type of property. And he told me commercial. He said, do not get a home chainsaw. If you have that many trees, yeah,
Well, the where I will give home chainsaws the credit is number one, they're not as heavy. And two, if you don't know what you're doing, a commercial chainsaw, that's a lot to deal with.
oh, I already know. But they told me the lightest ones.
Right. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
that's still a
did give
lot to
me a
deal with.
list of the lightest ones. Those little stove put out a lot of heat. Right. I was born in February too. No public restrooms for me either. So I tell you that girl when she was younger, I had it bad. I had to hold her because she didn't know how to squat. So I had to literally pick her up just to send her over the toilet so she could pee. She was not. She didn't even want to use the bathroom at my mama house. My mama was like, "Go and use the bathroom." Grandma could take me home and I use her bathroom. She had it bad. So, girl, dad, a nice wood cook stove. And I do want an outdoor cook stove too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do want an outdoor cook stove. And it's more so like a wood burning stove, the one that's made with the brick
Hmm.
that you build. Yeah. So I got a little vision. It's just getting it together. Casey
Right.
Brown Y2 channel. What's that say? What that say?
That there's a person who lives in Arkansas and everyone is nice to them and they're black and every,
Oh, the one that you
and
just
I
put
think
in
it
the
depends
private
on where
chat?
you are and how long they've been there.
Well, I know the diverse ain't there.
Right.
It's a few and they're scattered, but it's okay.
Right, exactly. It's okay. It depends on where you live and what you're trying to do. But we've had it hard in Arkansas. We can't deny the it's difficult in that state, and it still is difficult for a lot of landowners in Arkansas. So in part in eastern Oklahoma, it still is. There's still some uphill battles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but at the same time too, like what's yours is yours. What God has for you, He has for you. Doesn't really.
That's true. That's true. And then I know Tiggs and them was talking about I don't know what type of stuff I got on that property because like I do have some black walnut trees, hazelnut trees. I have common mullein growing. So I don't know everything that's actually and I do have edible mushrooms growing out there. So I don't
Mhm.
know because I have not walked the whole 17 acres. I walked half an acre and I needed an oxygen tank.
Right, right. So getting a good survey is going to be important. Getting a
Oh,
good
it's already surveyed.
getting a good drone survey, and you having the pictures.
Yeah, my cousin had recommended me get one. But like I
Yeah,
told him, dude, is you stupid? You know how much that drone costs? He wanted me to get like, see, I have a stabilizer, which is a gimbal. I don't know if y'all know about the gimbal stabilizer,
yeah.
which is
Hmm.
this one right here. This costs like over $150 plus tax. The drone costs over $2,000.
Right. Well, you don't have to buy the drone. You just
That's
have
what.
to ask someone with a drone to take the pictures for you.
Yeah, but see, that's the drone that because I want a drone, but my
Hmm.
cousin said you need to get the gimbal drone. I said, dude, if you buy, I'll get it. Like, who wants to pay $2,000 for something that they don't know how to fly? I don't know nothing about no drone.
Hmm.
I still barely know how to work this thing. Like
Hmm.
literally.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of animals will know a storm is coming. Right. Right, DC. That's right. There's a spring up the hill and there a pipe that comes down enough for the 6 houses on our road. A drain field that all the liquid flows out into and
Yeah. That's what leach
evaporates.
field. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's what. Hey, Nancy B, the scratcher, how you feeling? You doing okay? You city bees is hard. You have you started a chicken dispatch class yet, Urban?
I have not started one. I took one not too long ago, and I still have the chickens in the fridge. They ended up being huge. They were
Really?
Texas Freedom Rangers, and everybody said that they don't grow big, but they did.
Okay.
Yeah, they were about 6 pounds a piece. So I
Wow.
took the class with my daughter. I'm really proud of her. She did a great job. And of course, there's going to be Master Gardener starting up in the spring at the Ag Extension. I'll do that too. And I'm taking a couple classes online for fruit trees. Um, but I think too, like a lot of the water saving methods is what we have to really start um, getting into because I mean I know for a fact that there's a lot of plants that I've transitioned over from going from like bell peppers to growing like Jimmy Nardellos and tequila sunrise that need less water, hatch peppers that need less water. I know certain tomatoes like Aberrawan, and Basarawaya need less water. So just certain varieties of sweet potatoes that need less water because water is going to be the issue here. Water
Okay.
is going to be the issue. Yeah, but where you're headed, there's plenty of water.
Yeah, that's true. Olive
But
said,
then you're going to be dealing with that mildew and blight because you have so much water and humidity.
"Oh, I don't know nothing about that. You know, I'm gonna have to research that."
Oh yeah, powdery mildew. It's like when there's humidity in the air and in the ground. Your plants.
Okay. It says, "I would not recommend living on your land without a man." I'm gonna overlook that part. Or at least a couple of girlfriends. You will need help. There is a ton of choice on like town living. Olives, I'm from Mississippi. I'm from the country. I don't have a man. I'm not looking for a man. Don't want a man. If God sends him that way, then that's fine. Anything that I need to hire somebody to do, I'm gonna do that. But my daughter and my son-in-law bought land across the street from mine. I think they gonna help me.
Right, and nobody, and and the 22 ain't never hurt no. Well, it'll hurt the other person,
That's true. That
and
is true.
that's a two-way friendly state. So you be all right.
And true. Exactly. With
And
the
if you a
purple
little step
ribbon
back
law.
from the road and somebody there that ain't supposed to be, well,
Exactly. So I'm like, I get everybody that telling me, girl, being single, you've been single 4 years. That's too long to be without a man, and you need a man. You need at least a companion. No, I do not. Did that, done that. I have my divorce final come October the 9th. I do not want a man no time soon. I want peace and quiet.
right, right,
That's what I'm working on to make me happy. You know,
right.
I've always put everybody before me. It's time of me to put everybody else behind me. That cool burns must more efficient stick with the wood stove. Okay. He said a coal burns more efficient stick with the
It does.
wood
It
stove.
does. You load it once because whereas a wood stove, you can go to sleep at night, wake up, and it's cold in the morning. Cold, that's not the case. But at the same time, too, now you're dealing with that dust on your wall. Now you're dealing with having to supply it. Now you're dealing
Okay.
with the another a higher probability of carbon monoxide if you're not well ventilated. So I don't know. I just think the ends may not justify the means.
Okay. So I will look. I know up here in Indianapolis, I mean, when I was going out to deliver, these people had, it was this big, it looked like a small shed, but it was small. It was a heater like type thing that they would feed wood to, but that
Hmm.
was send heat to their house and their hot water tank.
Oh, like a boiler, an old school boiler.
I'm guessing, but Miss
Yeah.
Alice, you might know what I'm talking about. But it was a, and I used to ask them what it was, and they said that is how they heat their house and their hot water tank. But
Hmm.
it would be a big, massive. It looks like a little shed, but it wasn't. It was a outdoor wood something that would feed to the house. I don't know exactly what it was called.
Yeah, it might have been an old school one of those boilers.
Might be,
Yeah, because
might be. Case
I
I
mean I
guess it would be
remember
more difficult to
my
get through.
aunt. She's in her 80s now, but she had a boiler in a brownstone in Brooklyn that was there since the 30s. It took Hurricane Sandy to get that thing to stop working. That's how long that thing operated. It had been in operation since the 1930s.
Okay. Yeah, DC, that's what they told me to get a real saw, not a homeowner saw. I have
I
two
don't
working
know.
wood stores, a pellet stove, also a heater, and a propane tank if I want to use it. Olive is prepared.
Hmm. Hmm.
She is prepared. You can get you a second little saw, but don't skimp on the quality. Right, right. I just need something that's gonna laugh. Hey Karen, welcome in. Welcome in. Did I see Karen the miniature girl? Hey, hey, hey. When it comes to tools, quality will always wins
That's
out.
true.
The right tool for the right job saves it injury. Do y'all plan on staying where you at, or do you plan on finding something else bigger out of the city?
Well, I mean, I love living here, but at the same time, too, I'd be crazy if I didn't look at some of the other opportunities that's just in the neighboring state. Like um, New Mexico, I mean, I'm in healthcare, and New Mexico is willing to pay us a lot to relocate. And then now that
Wow.
they're offering like free college for residents, and I have two girls that are young adults that could benefit from that. I mean, the benefits for veterans, the opportunity like that you still can get property for less than 10,000 an acre, and the chances that I might be able to retire early. I'm thinking about it. Even if you buy it and hold on to it for a while and then think about building later, who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because I mean, I've never been to New Mexico, but I heard they say it's nice.
Right, there are parts of it. And of course, again, you also we still have the water challenges, but if you maybe want to retire early, that might be the way to go, especially, having kids who are of that age where they would want to get a formal education to know that they wouldn't have to pay for it. Like that's just because the state is losing population and it's just a way to attract people.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. DC said just coming from 15 years of construction. That's my recommendation on tools. Quality wins over price. Right, DC.
That's true.
Karen is speaking. Casey Brown and his son, who are black, just moved there 3 years ago. He has a acreage. He said most people are white, yet they are super nice to him. His son got a job at the post office. I mean, I wouldn't mind driving the post truck, but me and dogs, and I can't run. I might not need to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Cause you
But
got to
this
get out the car and the truck if you have a package to put on the porch or somebody
right,
scan
right.
something. I ain't running from no dogs. I had enough of running from dogs with FedEx. I can't do it.
Hmm.
Chicken dispatch class, you mean dinner? That's what I call it. That's what Cassandra called it. Chicken dispatch.
Right,
Dispatching of the chicken.
right.
Tampa, settle down, putting yourself way out here. I ain't putting myself out there. Nah, I can't do that, Karen. I think they just mean that country living is a lot of work and it's nice having help when you can use it. That's the reason why I'm gonna pay some people. Hey, so blessed. I enjoyed your video earlier, sis. Yep, I sure did. Times aren't the same though. If you have relatives across from you, that would be a little safer. That's true. My daughter then bought 6 acres across the street from me, and I do
That's
plan
a
on getting
blessing.
some. Yeah, and I do because I try to get my other two daughters to get some land over there. Oh, Mama, we don't want to live in the country. We don't.
Right.
We don't
But
want to
but
do that.
but who's to say that in a couple years that, maybe if they want to retire, you don't have to do it now. You just buy it, sit on it. Buy it and
That's
sit on
what
it.
I told him. I was like, you ain't got to move here right now. You know what I'm saying? At least get it and then go from there. So I was like, okay. But my baby girl, she listened. She ended up getting her 6 acres and
Right.
she got a good deal, right
Right.
across from it. So I was grateful that she did that.
And once they see that you're happy and enjoying yourself, it could help.
Yeah. And then I bought it because if something happened to me, I wanted to be able to pass down to them and my grandkids. So you never know. They might change their mind. Seeing their sister living like that, they might decide to come on. I
Hmm.
don't think I want to deal with the cold set suit. Yeah, I'm think I'm just gonna go. I think it's gonna be better DC with wood stove, especially since I got the supply of wood. That's free.
Exactly.
That I ain't got to go and buy. Like literally. Everybody's speaking. Hey, Tampa, settle down. Putting yourself on out here on the web is special. You'll get so many opinions that it will make your head spin. You right, Karen. That's true. It's everybody's opinion. But at the
But
end of the day, mine is the only one that matters.
right. But since you are heading in that direction, would you start planting like a couple of fruit trees before you get out there? Because it takes about 3 years for them to grow.
I
You
want
know.
to when I go down there. Um, but I think they told me to wait till like March.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah, to not plan on when it's actual cold, to wait till
Right. Right.
the frost is over with and then plant them. Because that's what I wanted to do. When I go down there, I do want to plant some trees. But the only difference is I don't know what area of trees that the guy's gonna buy because
Mhm.
that's where I want to actually plant some of the trees at. Which he's not gonna take all the trees in that area. because I still want to leave a lot of trees so it won't be just an empty space.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, but that's the
Right.
area that I'll be working with, um, planting a food forest.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but I do want to go down there and plant some trees. Like I literally want to plant a lot of trees. Areas
Right.
on New Mexico's are so beautiful. I heard that New Mexico was
Right.
beautiful.
Mhm.
I have a
Yeah.
14-inch steel chainsaw. It's commercial quality. I bought at a John Deere store.
And that's another thing too, like for your tools and hopefully for your tractor, the service department is going to be everything.
I know. And I
Like who?
noticed that
Yeah.
when I went down there, there was a lot of farm stores and farm equipment stores in the area.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I knew I was like, I'm less than 10 minutes from Tractor Supply and a couple of other stores that's over there.
Because that's going to be a big issue. Like, who's going to sharpen those blades?
Exactly.
Who's
That's
going
a
to,
good size too.
work on the hydraulics on your trailer? Who's going to change oil? Who's going to, who's going to clean those filters? Who's going to, now there's a lot you can do yourself, especially now with those new UTV tractors. Like
Okay.
those, there's a lot you can do yourself. That's easier than some of your cars. It's almost like maintaining a big old golf cart.
I
But
know I seen somebody was telling me that because I asked this guy what was this picture, the guys that was in the tree trimming thing,
mhm,
and he was like, you can rent something to do some land clearing yourself. I
that's
said,
true.
baby, I am not bionic woman, but I saw this right here. Do y'all see this?
Yes, bushwhackers. Yeah, and those
Yeah,
are
he
the
told me
yeah,
that
and
I
those are
can
track
rent one
loaders
of.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, he told
you
me I
can
can
rent
rent
those.
one of those,
Yep.
and yeah, that I can get out there and do some stuff myself. I was like, let's
Yeah.
just let them clear what they gonna clear first.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I was raised on a family farm. Ain't nothing wrong with that, DC. I like listening to your knowledge. No problem, so blessed. No problem. Family is important. Yeah, it is. It's more different. Hey, Bayou, what's up? What's up? I'm going to say good night. My garden whooped me down. Okay, Sylvia, sis. Enjoy your night and get you some rest.
Yeah.
That is cool, Tapper. That would be real nice having family close like that. You all can help each other. The land can bring you all closer. And I try to get them two oldest ones, but it's the baby girl that listen.
Right.
So hopefully the other two will come on the board. But if not, they'll have an acre or two on the property to do whatever they're gonna do.
Right.
Not a
Yeah.
bad idea getting some fruit trees started ASAP when it's the right time. Right, DC. That's my goal. Buy you what you doing? What you doing? You at work? Find a local service department. Um,
Hmm.
what's the find a local service department? DC, you missed me. What we talking
I
about?
think he means for your tools.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, DC, have some fun. Go to sleep.
Right. Yeah. I'll probably head off too. But I just think, look into some of those things like the easy septic and the biogas. It might save you some money and it might get you up there faster, especially if you
Okay.
know that you're already going to have a way for disposal.
Yeah,
And
because I'm gonna look into that because that's the
yeah,
first time
and
I've
then,
ever heard of that.
and two, check your right zone to see if you have a certain amount of chill hours for certain fruit trees. Like I don't because I'm zone 9, I don't have a lot of chill hours, so there's a lot of stone fruit that I can't do.
Well, I
But
know it's either 7A or 7B.
right. So you
That's
you might have a lot more options as far as like what kind of fruit you can plant. And then even now you can plant them because of the dormancy stage. Like, like if you're going up there in January and the tree is dormant and it's gonna be dormant, you still might be able to plant a tree. So
okay.
I think I bet you'll have a lot of success. You keep looking into it, and I know that you'll find the right plants and the right things. But I don't blame you for tasking out the labor you don't want to do. I don't blame you.
Wait a minute. I missed that because this child just did something she had no business doing.
Oh,
What'd you say?
tasking out the labor that you don't want to do yourself. That's
Exactly. And that's
I
my
mean, because
goal.
sometimes like saving you the frustration and the backbreaking work, it's sometimes it's worth it in the end.
Well, and I know the guy that was walking with me, Derek. He said it's a lot of high schoolers that be
Hmm.
looking for like summer jobs,
Hmm.
and you can find farm help here. He
Right.
said it's nothing to worry about that because we always have young students looking for some ways to make some little extra income. Which,
Right. Or if there's somebody who's trying to pay their tractor off or trying to pay their bobcat off, they might do some backhoeing for you so they can help accelerate their payments. Like, you know what I mean? They might bring that backhoe out there, but like, because what? Those things are thousands of dollars. And if you only have a couple of projects, it might be worth it for you to, help out a neighbor, help out somebody not too far from you. So you
okay,
never know.
because I know with Arkansas, I had to have a farm ID in order to apply for some of the Arkansas grants, and I did
Right.
that when I first got the property. I went on ahead and filled that out, so I got the farm ID and I filled out the paperwork for the grants. In order for getting my land, the address, and I don't even know if I want an address registered
Mm.
because I can get the address registered, get an address. She could give me an address. The 911 coordinator of the county that I'm in could give me an address, but I have to have a driveway put in.
Mm.
And I don't even know if I want my house to be that property to have an actual address. I just really want to just get a PO box.
Right. Yeah. And then you could change your mind if you find out that you might need emergency services. You could change your mind later on. So yeah.
I mean, it has a Google map. Like the Google map will, because how we had to get to when they gave us the Google address to get to the property, the Google map led us to the property.
Right.
But it didn't have, it just had the coordinates, like the GPS
Right. The
coordinates.
GPS coordinates. Right. Right.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I might still get it registered just for the emergency if
Hmm.
something aroused. But hey, LGG, welcome in. Other than that, I'm gonna get a PO box anyway. Like I got a PO box here, I'm gonna
Hmm.
get one there.
Good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But thank you for letting me come up, and I
I
wish you the best of luck
appreciate
with your property.
you. Anytime, sis. Anytime you want to pop up here, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good
You're
night.
welcome. Have a good night. Laura, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, so Olive said, I have three John Deere's, a mower with a 50-inch deck, a end loader tractor with a 50-inch mowing deck, 454 tractor with a tiller. I maintenance all of them myself. Girl, you rock. You rock. You need to be able to be found in case of an emergency unless you a doctor. Well, I'm not a doctor by you. You don't have to have the driveway paid. Mine is dirt. Okay, Happy Matt. Cause I know you can buy um dump trucks loads of pea gravel. So I know like when to get to the property and get down the streets that we have there, it's like dirt and gravel anyway, you know. So eventually I will have gravel put down, but right now, no. I'm not doing that. Hey, by you, can you drop my urban garden link for me if you don't mind? I truly appreciate it. You know you rocks. You rock, you rock, you rock. Um, let me see. Go see what's already there, Nutsberry. Karen, I already been there. I just have not walked all 17 property, all the acres. But so far I have lion's manes, a couple of other mushrooms growing, black walnut, and hazelnut growing. I got common mullein growing. So I'm not sure everything else that's growing on the property. But when I go down there in January for them to do the controlled burn, it ain't gonna even matter for me to know what's on there because they finna burn that whole 17 acres, which is fine with me. Just burn it. Burn it, burn it, burn it so I can walk through it. Because if I go out there and burn it, I might not have no trees left at all. Tell us, Pam, you can control burn the prop. Nope. Y'all got me bumped. I'm gonna pay y'all the money and y'all do it. Bye, you be safe going to work. I have a tractor. Wish you was living close. I know, Happy Mac. I wish you was too, sis. Come on, move to Arkansas. You need to be in the country, in the greenery. See all the greenery. My driveway is pea gravel. Yep, Olive. That's exactly what I want eventually. By you what time, Mr. Sugar Shack? I can't find my urban garden. My urban garden, are you still in here? If you're still watching, type in Tampa so Nightbox can drop your channel. Type in the word Tampa so Nightbox can drop your channel if you're still in here. Okay, bye you. I just asked her. Wanda LB. Everybody speaking, everybody speaking, everybody speaking. By what time you going live? What time you going live? Don't forget to give the thumbs up, guys. I'm giving y'all all the fireworks for those of you all that tuned in. And the thumbs up for me and Mackenzie's channel. I appreciate you. And let's see if I can give y'all some balloons. Bam! It did it. The balloons. It's Friday. Yeah, your girl got to get up early. She got to get up early. Um, so I don't know if she's still in here by you because she hadn't said anything. My urban garden, are you still listening, sis? Okay, Olives, I appreciate you. Have a good night. I go live in 20 minutes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. We happy back to myself. We with the balloon. Yeah, Sugar Shack going live, y'all. And you know, quite naturally, Tampa gonna be in the bed dancing, doo da, doo da. Tampa gonna be in the bed dancing, oh the doo da day, till my butt go to sleep. You know, when by you go live and get that Sugar Shack started, and my song come on, I pop up out the bed dancing, like Tampa go to bed. She might well go on type it in. Tampa go to bed. Cause yeah, she already know your girl gonna be up in there. Knowing I'm gonna be half asleep. But guys, can I come to the Sugar Shack in my skates? Yeah, Shantae, bring them skates. I don't know if David's still in here. Double thumbs down tap to see the rain. You didn't. Oh, snap again. It's raining men. Oh, it ain't. It ain't. It's a raining. Tabitha go to bed. That's it. That's what she gonna say. She see my eyeballs pop in. She gonna see my eyes pop in. So guys, I just know I didn't even stitch. I done talked to y'all an hour and 32 minutes, and I still ain't stitched this part. So I guess I'll stitch it one of these days. Like I gotta finish it because I gotta start on the next one. I got a couple of ones that I want to start on, but I do want to show y'all a book. I want to show y'all a book. Foraging for Wild Foods by David Squire. I think that's how you say his last name. Y'all see that last name? Is that Squire? That's what it looked like. It says self-sufficient. And it's got a lot of stuff in this little book. So y'all interested in looking for a book. That one say wow, why did I open it up and it say wild nuts? Like really book. I was not trying to open it up. But it's got a lot. Oh, it's got a lot of stuff up in this thing. Yes. Horseradish. All kinds of little nice stuff up in this book. But Foraging for Wild Foods. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little good book. I think it's a little good book. I got this book from Bayou from Five Below. This book came from Five Below. So guys, I am not gonna be here that much longer. Cause y'all gotta get ready to get on the school bus and the limousines. If you're gonna ride your tractors over, you can even ride your lawnmower or your four-wheeler. Mackenzie done turned my light off on me. I think she's trying to tell me it's time for me to get off the live. She just done turned the light off on me, like literally, Grandma, shut up, get off live. I passed by there today. Oh, okay. So yeah, make sure y'all get on that Sugar Shack train. Always nice you with a Gil's mind. Cats a break from me talking. I feel you, Happy Mac. I feel you. So by you, did you I guess my urban hold on, let me see if I can find it right quick so I can drop a link, guys. At urban. My urban. Why did I say my urban? Oh, my myrtle. My urban garden. Do 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 do. That ain't how you spell garden. That's messed up when you don't know how to spell stuff. Okay, see, I don't know which one it is. I don't know because there's two of them. My urban garden. I'm not sure which one. Maybe it's this one. Yep, I found about you. Let me drop it. Let me drop it. Let me drop it. Copy the link. Man, what's the purpose of having eyeglasses on? I don't know what's up with me and these glasses. I think this is her. Yep. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think this her. She not showing her face. I seen her picture though. I think that's her picture. That's her picture. That's her picture. Yeah, I think this my urban. Bayou, did you click on it to see if that was her? Okay. Okay. I got it. I got it. Asses. We got it. We got it. It ain't just you with them glasses. I can't see with my. I know, cause I'm like looking like I got an appointment for contacts. I never had contacts a day in my life, and I'm gonna try them. So now I got a question. I got an appointment in the morning, guys. Is my hair okay to go on them appointments? Cause I ain't got time to do it. So I wonder if I can put a scarf on it or a headband, a banner, or a bandana or something. Cause I ain't got time to do my head. Like literally want to go to the barber shop and shave it. That's what I really want to do. But hey, it's all good. Yes, that's her. I saw her on one of the videos. Okay, guys. So please go over there and check out my sis, my urban garden. My urban garden. That's my sister. That's my sister. Hair cute. Okay, Mike. Appreciate it. Cause that's where I'm gonna be going with my hair like this. Wanna make sure my edges. I ain't got no baby hair. But get what? I ain't worried about it. I ain't been a baby in a long time. And I don't need my hair drawed on like look like somebody done painted it down on my forehead. I can't do that. So, guys, Make sure y'all set the notification for Bayou Sugar. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me on this Friday. Now, mosey on over there. Make sure y'all got your BY. Bring your own bottle. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't cut your hair. Karen. I appreciate you guys taking the time out and come out chilling with your girl. As usual, I love y'all. I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. Be safe, peace, and blessings.